Hello friends and welcome back. So in the previous sessions we have covered a few important multiple topics, okay, like how to enable the garbage collection specifically from JDK 9 onwards, right? How we can enable this for standalone mode, how we can enable it for the domain mode for each and every servers, right? Along with that we have covered the Visual VM tool, and then we have covered the JConsole tool, how we can utilize this graphical user interface tool to connect to our running JVMs, and then how to check the different statistics of your JVM like CPU utilization, memory utilization, thread utilizations, and along with that you can perform the garbage collection from the graphical user interface of Visual VM. You can collect the thread dumps, you can collect the JFR, you can do multiple other options like you can take the heap dumps as well. Okay, so now in this session we are going to cover other important topic about how we take the heap dumps. Okay, so one way we have seen you can access from the Visual VM console as well, but if you do not have access of the Visual VM graphical user interface due to any reasons, so we have multiple command line options as well. With the help of that, we can take the heap dumps. Okay, and along with that, we have JBoss CLI as well, which we can utilize to check for the heap utilization of your particular servers, right? So first we will see how we can take the thread heap dump, okay, with the help of your different commands. So we can use the jcmd command or we can use the jmap command. So both command are part of your standard jdk. Okay, you don't need to install separately. When you install the jdk, these command automatically installed and it will be inside your bin directory of the jdk. Okay, so these two command we will use to collect the thread dumps. Okay, and then we will use some cli commands, okay, to check the memory utilization of your servers. So the very first command is jcmd, then PID of your server. The PID you can check with the help of ps-ef command. Then gc in capital dot heap underscore dump hyphen all equal to true and the name of your file. Okay, so it is recommended to give the name of file as hprof. Right. So first we will check for our server process. So I am going to take the heap dump for my server 1. So what I will do, I will quickly grab for my server with the name of server 1. Right, so this is my server 1. So PID is 26800. So I'm going to replace here the PID. Right, so I'm going to run this command. So I will change the file name as server 1, right, because I'm taking it for server 1. So I will replace it with the name server1.hprof. So now our command is ready. Go to your servers and run this command. So now you can see the file heap dump has been created. Okay, so by default, when we do not specify a location, okay, by default it goes to your JBoss home. That means your JBoss installation directory. So my JBoss installation directory is one step back here. Okay, so here I can check. This is the heap dump that has been created, right? And this is the size. So one thing we have to make sure that if you have a very big, large heap size has been defined for your JVM, then the heap dump size is going to be very large. Okay, it is almost in the same proportion, whatever the size that you have defined for your JVM heap size. Okay, specifically when your JVM heap size utilization is very high, then the size of your JVM heap dump file is going to be very large. Okay, so this is one thing that you have to ensure, right? So this is the first command. Now second command is jmap. Okay, in the jmap we have some more options, like if you want to take the dump of only for the live object from your JVM, not for the all objects, so you can specify hyphen dump and live option. Okay, if you want to go with only the live objects in your JVM. If you don't want to go only with live, you want all the objects, then you can remove this live option. Okay, so the option with the jmap is hyphen dump. Okay, live is optional. Then format B, binary format of your heap dump. Then file name, whatever the name you want to give to your heap dump file, and then process ID. So in our process ID in our case is 26800. So I will replace this one. Okay, and I'm going to replace my file name again with my server 1. Okay, I will give here server 1 to differentiate. Okay, so that it will not conflict with my previous file. Okay, so this is the command that we use jmap to take the heap dump. So now let me quickly go back here and I will run this command. Okay, so you can say heap dump file created. So now if I look for the file star.hp, right, so you can see now the server 1 hprof file has been created. So now because I have created this only for the live object, you can see the size is very less, right, because this is only reflecting the live objects from a JVM heap. Now if I take it with the help of my second command without live option here, Okay, so the size is going to be changed. Let me change the file name here as server1. I will remove the one, server1. Okay, and let me come here and run this one. You can see it is created. Now if I do the listing, okay, so now the size is bit increased. If you see here, it was 853 earlier, now it is 868. Okay, so the size has been increased. Okay, because now I am taking the heap dump, okay, for the all the objects, not only live objects. Okay, do not compare it with the previous one because the heap utilization is get fluctuate, okay, based on the utilizations. So it may be different, okay, within a fraction of second or a minute of a time, right? So this is the way how we can take the heap dump with the help of jmap command, correct? So these are the two commands that I have shown to you, right? Now second thing, if you want to connect with the JBoss CLI and you want to check the heap utilization with the help of command lines, okay, so for that we have to connect with the JBoss CLI, and then we can run these different commands, okay, to check the heap utilization. So now let me go back here. So I will go inside the bin, okay, and here I am going to connect with my JBoss CLI to my domain controller, which is running on my primary node, right? It is connected now. So here if you see, to check the server utilization of all three servers, okay, so I will change the name here, server name. So what is the syntax? Host equal to primary, in which host your server is running. Server equal to server1. What is the name of your server? And after that, this is the standard syntax that will be same across all of the servers. You have to only ensure that you have to specify the correct host where the servers are running and the correct server name, right? So in my case, it is everything is running on single server, which is a primary server, right? And I have three servers with the name of server1, server2, and server3, right? So I run this three command. It will show you the heap relation for all three servers. So you can check this host name in your host file, right? Because this may be custom. Okay, because sometimes we define it as a host as a master for the domain controller, and for other nodes we define the name as slave. So this name could be different in your cases, or server name also be different. Okay, these are the default server names. So in your case, you may have created a server with a different names. So make sure to replace this host name and server name according to your environment. You want to check your host name. What is the host name? So for that, when you start the services domain controller, it show you which host file it is using. Okay, so here in my case it is host file, host.xml. So if I show you that file, let me come out from here. Okay, let me go to domain and then configuration. If I show you the host.xml file, okay, at the very top you will see the name here. Okay, so this is the host name which you need to specify here in the CLI command. So look for your file. The first look for which controller file is used in your case. Then open that file and then you can look for the name. It will give you the name of your controller, right? And then you can connect with the JBoss CLI. So I need to go inside the bin directory, and then I need to run the JBoss CLI connect command, and then I will run these three commands. This is the for primary host and server 1. Okay, you can see here initial, use, committed, and max. Okay, and you can see here init is the memory requested by JVM at startup. So when your JVM is started, what is the initial memory that has been allocated? What is the use size? And what is the committed size? Okay, the committed size will almost be the same as the maximum size what we have defined, right? So committed means this is the memory that has been reserved from your total RAM in your local operating system, and this is the max, and max and committed will be same, right? And similarly, you can run it for the second server. You can run it for the third server. Okay, so I think my third server, no resource defined. So my server 3 is not running. Let me see, or I have given the wrong name here. So let me go to the console. So server 3 is not running. That's why it is not showing the status. Let me start it. It will take some time to start the server, that I can check in the log file as well. It is registering the server 3. Okay, now it is started, right? So now if I go here and run the command again, it will run fine, right? This is now for server 3. So this is the way how we can quickly take the heap dumps, right? And how to do the analysis we will cover later at a time. Okay, but other we have a different tool for analysis like the Eclipse mat, and multiple tools are there. So I will show you in the next sessions few sessions, okay, how to do the analysis of your heap dump. Mostly it is a part of your developers, because as an admin you can see what are the different objects that are getting created in your JVM heap, what are the corresponding classes, and then to look for why particular class is reserving so much of objects which is taking large memory portion is a part of your developer. Okay, so that we will cover in the later sections.